Never, ever give up on yourself. I'm Nordine Zouareg. Let me illustrate this quote for you by telling you a story, sharing with you a story about myself growing up in France. When I first graduated from accounting, I was full of hopes. My parents were full of hopes. No one has ever gotten a degree in the family before that. And both parents and on my father and mother's sides, because they're both illiterate, coming from a North African Berber family. Almost everyone was illiterate. So of course, the first child with a degree was a big deal. It was a winter day, lots of snow. I remember walking outside. The snow was almost to my knees. I was on my way to an interview with a friend of mine, Salvatore Acquaviva, his name is. I haven't spoken to him in forever. If he sees that, hello. But on our way to the interview for a apprentice accountant working with an expert accountant, we both got there and there was a bunch of people. And when it was my turn, I walked into the office, and there were two people, one lady and a gentleman. Gosh, I felt it like it was yesterday. And the interview, feeling-wise, the interview was over before I sat down, because I felt this negative energy. So they asked me to sit down, and the first thing out of the lady's mouth, I remember she started and she said, "You know, Mr. Zouareg, that if you had a nice suit and you dyed your hair in blonde, you'd have a lot more chances to succeed in this interview." The gentleman looked at her like this and he said, I agree. Do you want to continue, or do you want to go and come back looking better? What did better mean? I was so hurt. And I had to, when I walked out and I saw my friend Salvatore waiting for his turn, I was full of tears. I walked out in the snow, cursing myself, yelling at God. And when I got home, my parents prompted the question, "How did it go?" I didn't even want to say anything. I went to my room and continued crying. It was tough then, growing up as a North African in France. It didn't matter if you had a degree. It didn't matter if you were intelligent, smart. You were just that, a North African. Not a French North African, like we say here, African American or Latino American or French American. There it was just you and them. I vowed to myself not to work for anyone anymore, or not to work for anyone, period. I've done seasonal jobs when I was going to school, but I thought getting a degree was my way out to the top, to make my parents proud. The first child with a degree. Needless to say, it was a good lesson because let me tell you this. I thought about giving up on myself many times over because my journey, going from a premature baby, sickly baby, weighing 2 pounds, born in the back of a truck from North African Berber, to actually winning titles such as World Champions, Mr. Universe, Mr. Europe, and then working with Oprah Winfrey, Charlie Sheen, Sophia Loren, Barbra Streisand, and you name it. Becoming an author. Do you think that back then, when I was treated the way I was treated, I even thought about that? About the top? So, please, whatever you're going through, never give up on yourself. Never. Take it from me. Okay? Never give up on yourself. You are worth it. You are a strong, courageous individual, and you have self-worth, something that no one can take away from you. You can't even give it away. You can't even give it away. Use your self-worth. And whenever you fall down, my father used to tell me, son, you cannot fall beneath or below the ground. You are at the bottom already. All you need is to get up and move forward. Get up and move forward and keep moving forward until you get it. Let no one or nothing interfere. Let no one and nothing be on your way, in your way. So, until next time, stay safe and healthy.